Yeah, I saw you sent me the screenshot.
Yeah.
Wait, you're using from the mobile app, right?
Yes.
I'm going to do it every day only from the mobile, bro. Sales guy, right?
Mobile
So, yeah,
no, but do it from the mobile app so that Chiranjeev
doing it from the app only, not the web thing. Yeah, not the web.
Cool. Can everybody hear me and see me? I mean, I can hear Philip, I can hear some Chiranjeev, but I don't know about other people.
Yeah, I can hear you, Sharupan.
Okay, cool.
So who all are pending?
We need a better UI for when there's like 40 people on this call.
Nitin is not well, so he couldn't join the call. Kritika, I hope everyone are in the call, right? From asset marketing.
Everyone except Mr. Sohail. I wonder why.
Yeah, Suhail is not there, and Midun, Anita was not able to join. You sent him the thing?
Yeah.
No,
I have
because
added all the
Anjali is saying
emails.
that he's not able to join. Can you check?
At least he could be able to join through the link, if not added there. Yeah.
Just send the link to Kritika.
It's the same.
Yeah.
Same link.
All right.
Yes.
Abhishek on the call. Abhishek Sawant.
No.
Sakshi. Please, Sakshi, call up Abhishek and ask him to join. He needs to be part of this. Sakshi, Puneet is on the call.
Yeah, he is. I see his name.
Yes.
Okay, got it. K is Anjali and Surabhi on the call?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Guys, Anjali, Surabhi, please understand what Shorupan is explaining. We'll be coming with a lot of marketing related work for Garage post this call. So it's important that you guys understand. Basically, Shorupan is going to explain how are we positioning Garage app for founders using a business philosophy called as network economy. So it is very, very important that the asset marketing team understands this. And Anita, if you can just record this call, it'll be useful.
Yeah, this is a reoccurring call, right? I just want to be clear. Or is it a one-time call?
No. This will happen this entire week with everybody.
Okay, great. Because there's no way that
I'll
be able to cover everything in just this one call. So one sec. Let me put my camera on.
Guys, after this week, I don't want too many doubts on what Garage app is, why is it there, who are we selling it to. I want everybody in the team to understand during the course of this week. So please be attentive during this call because we'll need pretty much every single team member under the company to start contributing towards the success of Garage. And that's why we are going to be doing these daily calls at 12 p.m. Till we are pretty much aware everybody has a good understanding of this.
Okay, I'm going to get started. I'm going to share my...
Just one second, bro. Anita, who is missing? Tell me that first.
Hey, I've started to share my screen. Can you guys see my screen? Can you toggle on the bottom to that button? While we wait for everybody, please let me know. Chiranjeev?
I can see it.
Oh,
I
cool.
can
Visible.
Yeah.
Yes, it's visible.
Great. Okay, cool.
Chiranjeev, I can't see it in the phone, okay? I can just see it in one small, like a user kind of a thing. I'm just sending you a screenshot.
We can't see your screen. Only a tiny user thing is visible, and I'm
Click on
logged
it.
into my laptop.
Click on it.
Okay, if everybody except Philip, there's a button at the bottom beside.
Yeah, just click on that button.
Yeah,
I also had to do that.
Yeah,
it's saying over there that click to see the screen.
Correct. So whoever
Can you see it now?
Yeah, just let us know if you can see it once you click the button. Okay, is anyone else not clicked the button?
Guys, can everybody see Shorupan's screen?
Yes.
Yes, I can see.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yes.
All right, let's crack on. Philip, I'm recording it. I think Anita's recording it, and yeah, I'll start because there's a lot of information. So guys, if we're gonna do this, this Tuesday, so we're gonna do this at least 4 more times. So I'll break up the entire content into 4 kind of sections. So There's one pitch. The goal of this exercise is at the end of this exercise, you guys know how to pitch Garage in a unified way, the way that I would pitch it. So that's what if we don't accomplish that, just let me know, because I'll make sure that we accomplish that. So as far as I've broken it down, there are essentially, leave developers, because that's like a separate thing altogether. But Garage breaks down into two macro archetypes. The first one is founders, and the second one is affiliates. These two pitches have nothing to do with each other. They literally will never be pitched to the same person unless they were a founder first and wanted to become an affiliate later and you gave them the affiliate pitch. And today and for the next 4 days, we're only focusing on the founder's pitch. So we will definitely do another series of calls and a lot of information about how to pitch affiliates. But today and for the next 4 calls will all be about founders. So if you go to garage.app, you can see that it's already broken down into these 3 categories. If you click founders, it will take you to the new Garage website, which is available at founders.garage.app. And this website was, I think it went live last week. And the objective of the website is to reflect what I'm about to share today as the unified value proposition for Garage. And so, yeah, we'll go through the website. We'll go through my archetypes, because I have archetypes on who we should be selling and how each person should be sold to and how the product fits to each of them. No, not this.
Sharupan, there's a recording monitor screen open right in the middle. Can you move it on the side?
Yes. Is it good? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so we'll go through the archetypes and then we'll go through objections and issues that people may have when they're selling it that they need to understand. So let's start it all the way at the top with this, which is why are we doing any of this? So I always say to salespeople and affiliates and myself and to anybody that when we're talking to a founder, we need to make sure that the pitch we're making to a founder or a prospective founder is one that he cares about or he or she cares about. So one of the issues with the previous way that I saw people pitching Garage, including me, including Philip, was that we were very obsessed with, look at this amazing product that we made, we're so great, and we have so many features. But frankly speaking, nobody cares. Like, nobody actually cares about any of the products that they use. They use the products to accomplish a goal or to solve a problem. So then I sat back and I said, well, what is the problem or goal that we're solving for a founder or somebody that wants to be a founder? And I just want to be clear again, this is not for affiliates. I have a completely different problem and everything for affiliates. So just remember, they're completely different. So coming to founders, so only talking about founders. So what is the problem or goal that we're trying to help a founder achieve or solve? And throughout the entire pitch and throughout my existence talking to you guys, this is the most important question. It must be hammered into the brain of the prospect and yourself like every 2 minutes when you're talking to them. Never get far away from this core question. Don't get caught in the weeds. It's very easy when you have a product like Garage to get caught in the weeds and say, oh, it does this and it's Office Stream and it's Revenue Network and it's this feature and it's that feature, and you'll just be talking about features forever. And that's cool. But if you're introducing Garage, actually it's not cool because it will just confuse people and they will not care. What I'm saying is when you're introducing...
Hey, Sharupan, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Your screen
The
is
screen went
not
up.
visible.
Yeah, it just stopped sharing suddenly.
Okay. 1 second. I have, oh no, 1 second. Screen 2, screen 1. What about now?
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's
Okay, just let me know if that happens again, and then somebody send that message to Abe or me, like that happened once. Okay. Anyway, it's recorded, so I'll remember. So don't get into a feature race and don't get into a definition race. Like, meaning don't try to define what Garage is. Oh, it's office software. Oh, it's a revenue network. Oh, it's gonna help you coordinate. I'll tell you why. That's all a trap. Don't do it. Coming to what it is. Hello?
It's gone again, huh?
It's just disappearing and coming back. Is it for?
Disappearing, and this time it was blank.
Black.
Okay. 1 second. Now?
1 second.
But I'm 1 second. I'm
Screen
sharing,
is blank, sir.
I'm sharing the wrong screen. 1 second. It should be visible now.
Came and went.
It came and went. Can you send me a screenshot, Kritika, of what you see?
Yes.
Basically, there's no option coming anymore of sharing it.
1 second. Yes, good. Send it to me.
I sent you a screenshot of what I can see.
Yeah, got it.
Also, bro, I got out of the phone and I was trying to log in from the web version. It took me quite some time to do that. It was not logging in.
No, I think Abe is pushing a build right now. 1 second. He's saying something, but let me ask him. I'm asking, does he want me to refresh?
Prasanna, you told me that the servers are separated now so that the build will not affect us anymore.
Is Prasanna
Where is
on this call?
Chiranjeev,
No.
are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, you had told me, right, that the environments have been separated.
Yeah, he must be pushing things to prod, right? Sarupan might have asked him to push something to prod.
Even if the environments are separated, at some point they do push to prod. They have to push they push UAT to prod. But I don't know if that's what he's doing. I'm just taking a guess. I'm waiting for him to respond. Okay, anyway, I can actually keep talking. While they're sorting that out, I can keep talking. If you can't see my screen, it's okay, because I'm actually just referencing the website for now. So you guys can just keep that open and just listen to me talk. So you can go to the website. It's founders.garage.app, and you'll see what I'm referring to. Okay, cool. So yeah, if you guys have it open, great. If not,
One second. Has everybody opened the website? Just make sure that everybody is opening the website because that referencing will help you guys.
yeah, trust me. Yeah, it'll help a lot. Yeah.
Open is it?
Founders.garage.
Kindly do that, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, and yeah, by the way, if anybody has any questions or something is not working, just interrupt me. I'll address it. Okay, sorry to coming back to where I left off. So the question I had to answer is, what problem for the entrepreneur are we solving? And every entrepreneur, I believe that every founder, they could be running a small company, they could be running a big company, they could be running no company and just think that they're a founder. They always have a priority of maximum 2 or 3 problems that's in their head that they're not sharing. And then they have a loose set of problems that they don't really care about. So if you've dealt with founders, you can notice this about them. I've dealt with so many of them. They're nice people, so they may just talk to you. They may just let you pitch them. But if you're not pitching something that's addressing the top 2 or 3 concerns they have at that moment, whatever you're saying is going in one ear and out the other. This is why I don't want any of you saying, oh, to a founder, hey, we provide you office software. Because as a founder, you giving me an office software is not top 2 or 3 important things for me. I can almost I could tell you what are the top 2 or 3 things important for a founder. How much money do I have left to run my company? How do I get more money? And how do I spend less of the money that I'm getting? if what you're talking about is not directly addressing these three things, I assure you that they'll be nice. They'll say, "Oh, that's so interesting. It's a cool product. Wow, you guys, it did so well." Remember, whenever somebody compliments your product, or sorry, our product, that's not the compliment you want to hear. You don't want to say, "Wow, that's such a cool product." You want them to say, "I need this. Like, how do I get started?" So in order for you to get them into that direction, you have to drive up the motivation. And the motivation comes from the money related issues that they're invariably facing. So the problem that we are solving is not one of that's something a tool can solve. Like, oh, you just buy a better calendar, or oh, you buy a better website maker, you get a better developer, or you get a better sales. None of that. What we're presenting ourselves is that we are the only, and one more thing before I explain the pitch. One more thing is you want to have your offer you have to make your offer in a way that it's not competing with something else. And so I used to say that Garage is an alternative to Microsoft Teams and Google Workspace, G Suite. And that's an easy way to understand it. But I would bless you. I would actually recommend against this. I would not recommend you guys position it. Don't counter position when you start. Because even if you're better than G Suite, and even if you're better than Microsoft Teams, then the only thing you're left to win on is price. And as a founder who has 50 problems, like 50 problems that they're all one of the three problems, they're like 50 things that are pissing me off right now. And most of my problems is I don't have enough customers. You saying that you have something that's just better than Microsoft Teams for cheaper is nice. I'll consider it, but it's not going to be a priority. I assure you it's not going to be a priority. So don't counter position. I know it's tempting to counter position. Apple never came around and said, "Hey, we're counter positioning to another device." Actually, everybody counter positions Apple. And they say we're Apple, but we're cheaper. We're Apple, but we're made in China, or we're Apple, we made in India, whatever the case is. The market defining product, which I believe we are, does not counter position. So you go and say we're defining an industry, and what industry we're defining is actually doesn't exist. What we're saying to a founder is we are a network operating system. That's the fancy term. You can also put it in simple words, and I'm going to explain to you how to put it in simple words, which is we're the world's first place where you as a business can manage all of your business networks in one place. And when they hear that, if you explain that properly, they're going to be like, what is that? Like, why do I need that? What is that? What I've never heard of it before. Because you're not saying it's a CRM. If you say it's a CRM, they'll be like, they have a reference for a CRM. If you say it's a Microsoft Teams, they have a reference for Microsoft Teams. They'll be like, okay, well, it's like Microsoft Teams. If you say it's actually, we're not saying any of that. We're saying we've built the world's first network management platform. It helps you manage and grow your business network. So then the $1 million question, if you get them to ask this question, you got them. If you get them to say, what is a business network? Perfect. You can scroll down in the website, and in the next section, I define what a business network is. So please write this down. Don't copy what's on the website. Write down what I'm saying. A business net. First, I'm going to read what's on the website. Then I'm going to tell you how you define a business network. So just wait to write it down. So, as according to the website, a business network is a combination of 4 networks that comprise every business. With Garage, you can grow all of them. Okay, let me repeat what is on the website. A business network for a business owner is the totality, is the summation of 4 networks. That these 4 networks are his business. And this is the core understanding that we're trying to change in people's brain. Your business, or the business you're going to start one day, or the business that you're already running, is not a set of products and services. Anyone can make a product or service. Literally anybody can make a service, and with AI, anybody can make a product. There will be so many people that copy Garage once we launch. The product or service does not make your business. It's not even, I would say it's less than 10% of the relevance of a business. Your business is a network. In 1950, when they started General Electric, or General Electric just before that, but when all the industrial age companies were networks. In 2026, the really successful companies, even before Garage explains this, everybody knows they're already networks. They're social networks, they're media networks, they're Uber, they're Airbnb, they're infrastructure logistics networks. Now, in those companies, it's easy to see that a business network is the most important thing. Oh, the number of drivers an Uber has makes them successful. The number of Swiggy drivers there are, or the number of Swiggy restaurants there are, clearly make them successful. Imagine you had the brilliant Swiggy app and you had no restaurants. That's what most businesses are, by the way. Most businesses you're speaking to are products without networks. And they fail. That's why most businesses fail. Most founders fail. So we have to get it through their head. And every founder knows this deep inside. So when you tell it to him, it's like a breath of fresh air. You literally can say it to him and say, you know that your business is just a network, but you're not acting like it. And then you can ask them the ultimate question that I assure you they cannot answer. And they'll feel bad that they cannot answer this. Once they understand that your business network is all your leads and customers, plus all your affiliates, plus all your employees and vendors, plus all your investors and advisors. Then you ask them, what is the size of your business network? And you wait and you pause. Do not speak after this, because they're going to start thinking. First, it's going to hit them like, oh my God, I don't actually know the answer to this question, because I've never been asked this question, because I've never properly thought about this question. But I should have thought about this question. They know that they should have thought about it. So maybe they'll say 50 or 40, or maybe they'll say, I don't know. I only know how many customers I have. That's the best answer, by the way. Most businesses have no clue what their business network is. They only know how many customers they have, which is a tragedy. Okay. So once you get them to accept that they're missing something about their own business, have you noticed I have not talked about Garage once so far? I'm gonna probably get through this whole presentation and not talk about Garage, like about our features, because the features are mechanisms of accomplishing the solution. So still, I'm coming back to them and I'm saying, what's the size of your business network? If you ask me, I don't think Philip probably has a good answer to this question. I don't have a good answer. That's actually the problem. The problem is that we don't have a real solid answer. The number, it should be like, what's the size of your business? 94. What's the size of your business? 140, whatever. If I asked you how many followers you had on Instagram, you could probably tell me within a couple dozen or a couple hundred. And that's a social network, which is great. This is way more important. This is your whole business network. You never even thought about it. Great. I mean, big problem. Now you ask them, then and typically they'll regress to saying it's the number of customers I have. So how many customers do you have? If they say it's how many customers, how many customers do you have? They'll say I have 10 customers, 50 customers, 1,000 customers, 10,000 customers. It doesn't matter the number. And then you give them the real sharp-hand definition of a business network as to what it is. Now you guys should write this down. It's in my Figma. I was since I'm not able to share my screen. 1 second. Abe, call UI fix. Please refresh. Okay. I'm just gonna refresh, guys, because apparently the thing is the screen share is fixed. I don't know if that's what he's saying. Is the screen? Let me try. I'm just gonna refresh, so I'll just leave for 1 second. Hey everyone, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. I don't know if you guys will be able to see the thing at the bottom. If not, we'll continue.
Yeah, we can see it now.
Okay, great. And if it stops working, we'll just continue. But yeah, so nonetheless, I'm gonna share this Figma after with you guys with my notes. So if you don't catch that, don't worry about it. But here is the definition of a business. Where's my extra writing? Network. Nonetheless, okay, I guess I wrote it somewhere else. Cool. So remember, as it pertains to the website, this is like a simple definition, but I'll actually give you the numeric definition on how you calculate a business network. How many people know that your business exists. Point number one. Plus, how many people acknowledge that the product or service you're providing is valuable to them or someone else? This is the end all be all question. Okay? If you simply answer this question, where did I put it up here? No, down here. Yeah, if you simply can get them to comprehend this question, you got it. So let's look at our example. Me and Philip ran a business called Supernova. Maybe you guys know about it. Maybe you guys don't. We helped founders build software products. Okay. So if I asked Philip or me, how many people know your business exists? I assure you that me and him don't have an answer to that. We still, as of right now, don't have an answer to that question, because we never kept track of all the people that we spoke to. Maybe Philip has a CRM where he says all of his leads or leads that used to be there are there, but that's not a business network. That's just people that you pitched your product to. How many people did Philip casually tell about his business that he never documented? How many people did he say, hey, you should work with us, you should partner with us, that we never recorded? How many people how many people saw a post on social media, wanted to engage with us, never engaged, whatever? Like, what is the total amount of people that know your business exists? If that number, whatever that number is, that's the maximum size that your business can grow to today. So if you talk to a business owner, and remember the one problem that all business owners have, they're not happy with the amount of money they made last month. They could have made $30 million last month, and this statement is still true. And most of them made 30,000 rupees last month, and this statement is still true. They're not happy with the amount of money they made last month. They want to make more. Great. Well, Mr. or Mrs. Business Owner, you will never outgrow the size of your business network. Well, the first problem that we've identified is that you don't even know what that number is. In Garage, if you want the most important statistic, top left-hand corner of Office Stream, I hope you have noticed this when you log in, is this thing called Business Network, where we tell people what's the size of their business network. So for Garage, as it pertains here, the size of Garage's business network is 54. That means that combines all of his customers, all of his affiliates, and all of his employees and vendors. Investors we're adding later, but still, it'll also include investors. This means that we cannot grow Garage beyond 54 people because our total business network is 54. So if you want more customers, you need to grow your business network. If you want more affiliates, you need to grow your business network. If you want more employees and vendors, you need to grow your business network. If you want more investors, you need to grow a business network. This is true in the real world. It's just we're the first company that has put it in software. Facebook was the first. You had friends before Facebook. You had real friends. But Facebook put it into a software. Facebook was able to say, no, yeah, it's great that you have this loose, ephemeral idea of how many friends and followers you have, but we're going to tell you how much it is by codifying it. And the whole world became obsessed with that number because it was a reflection. Because everyone knew that if I only have 100 followers and this other person has 10 million, they're clearly more popular than me. There's no two ways about it. There's no way I can say I have 100 followers, I'm more popular than this guy. It's just not feasible. We are going to do that same thing for founders. We're going to teach them. We're going to show them, hey, we know you want more customers. We know you want more investors. You definitely should want more affiliates. All of that starts with growing your business network. And you know what's great, Mr. or Mrs. Founder? I believe naturally you are growing your business network. You're going and meeting people. You're going and running ads. You're going and talking to partners. You are doing it, but you just are not harnessing that inside of a organized platform. Insert Garage. We are the place where you can see in live time what your business actually looks like, because we are the place that lets you not only visualize, but interact with all of your business networks. And remember, whatever problem you have, it can be solved by increasing the size of your network. You want to make more money, you just need more customers. You need to grow your customer network. You want to stop doing so much work and other people to sell for you, you need more affiliates. You need affiliate network. You want to decrease costs or increase costs, you need more or less employees. You need to control that. You want to raise money, you need to grow your investor network. We help you to first visualize and manage all of those in one place. Now, if you go to traditional software, leads and customers are handled in a CRM. Also, I think there's a huge problem with the way leads and customers are handled in general, because remember my definition for your business network? The first definition, the first point is, number one, how many people know your business exists? Actually think about this. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm sounding like a broken clock, but it's important. Actually think about what I'm saying. How many humans can you count that know that, let's say, supernova exists? It's a real number. You just don't know what it is. Now, so that's the first definition. But the second part of that definition is more interesting and more important. That how many of those people will validate that your network, I'm so sorry, that will validate that your product or service, you can be selling a product or service, it doesn't matter, that they can validate that your product or service is valuable to them or to someone else. Because a lot of times you may get pitched a product. So for example, if somebody comes and pitches me women's clothing, hey, my company is women's clothing. Well, first, great, because now, great, because now I acknowledge that they exist. They've planted in my mind that this company exists. Job first job, good. The second job is key though. The second job is, well, I acknowledge that your company exists, but I'm not a woman. I don't need your clothing. And it's at that point, 99% of business owners would say, oh, Sharpan, oh, sorry, you're out of our demographic. Let's not speak to you. Or this, we don't want to talk to you anymore. And what they don't realize is I know women. I know lots and lots of women. So if you can explain to me how I can empower the women in my life with your clothing, although it is not of value to me, I'm acknowledging that it's valuable to someone else that I know. And that, by the way, that is an affiliate. That transition from you're a lead because you know that our business exists, we've had the opportunity to pitch you, great. So that grows the business network. Now you hear our pitch and you're like, you know what, that's great. You guys make fabulous products for women. I cannot be a customer of yours because I'm not a woman, but you've convinced me that your product and service is valuable to women. So I know a lot of women. Let me bring them to you. That is how you make your business network into an affiliate network. No software actually accomplishes this properly. Literally none. And I will give you a personal story. So if you look at it by Facebook ads, I think we have something like 2,500 leads for Supernova since we started running. So we've paid Meta, and Meta has given us X amount of leads over the last year and a half or 2 years, whatever. Great. Philip has spoken to all of them or anyone that would answer the phone, and we've converted something like 60. So 60 people, so there's 2,000 leads, great.
120, bro. 120 plus.
I'm
I
so
mean,
sorry.
I'm talking about Supernova.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You're right. Yeah. So Meta has given us, we paid Meta 20 lakhs or whatever, and Meta added 2,500 people to our business network. Great first step. We screwed up by not putting them into a platform where they can contact each other and they can build value, but nonetheless, we put them into a CRM and we have something, okay? So 2,500 leads, Philip spoke to all of them, which is what you're supposed to do, because now 2,500 people know you exist, so they qualify for the business network definition. But then Philip goes and says, this is why our product is valuable. So they listen to that and they say, yes, I need this. So 120 people become customers. And okay, we're happy, I guess. And we left probably millions of dollars on the table because the 1,800 people who said, actually, it's not for me right now, we did not have a way to continue a relationship with them. Or maybe we were lazy, or maybe we were unorganized. Whatever this case is, we did not have a system to be able to do that. And we lost out on two massive income sources. Number one, those 1,800 people, had we been able to continue a relationship with them, had we been able to keep them in our network, maybe one day would have bought because it's just not the right time for them now. Or maybe they would have never bought, but they know somebody that would have bought. So just in these first two groups, you have all of the money and all of the leads and all of the infrastructure that every business owner, including us, the creators of Garage, leave on the table because we do not have a business network. And that is what we're trying to solve. Then comes to employees and vendors. So Philip and I have worked with many vendors. Every company has worked with many vendors. You know, somebody does your logo, somebody does your physical manufacturing, somebody does your banking. People don't think about this. Your bank is a vendor. Your banker is a vendor. He's a part of your business network. You just don't think about it like that. He could bring you business if you had a system for that. Your lawyer is a vendor. All these people are providing you service. I hope everybody knows what a vendor is. A vendor is somebody that provides your business a service or a product that you then resell. So all of these are vendors. Me and Philip have nothing, and most people have nothing to manage their vendors. As far as employees go, there's HR management software. That is not what Garage is. We give HR management software because it's just hygiene. I don't care about it. I don't care about the clock in, clock out feature in Garage because, to be frank, I don't care if you guys clock in or clock out. I care that you guys are doing something that's beneficial for Garage, and every business owner feels the same way. So how do we make it so that a founder can get the most out of his employees? And remember, what's always on the top of the founder's head? How do I make money? Because I need to pay for these things. I need to grow my business. How do you turn your employees into customers? They probably won't be, because the chances of them needing your product are less because there's less employees always. But how do you turn your employees into affiliates? This is a staggering. I've actually been pretty good at this. I've been pretty good but it's been relational. It's not. I think Philip's been pretty good at this too. Is that building a relationship with employees and then getting them to do things that are not exactly their job description. So they're hired as a developer, but we do some business together. They hire as a developer, they bring me a referral. That's just they're kind of doing that because they like me. What they need to have is a systematic way of saying, yes, I'm a developer for this company, but I can also earn money if I know somebody. Or I'm a developer of this company, and maybe I can refer another employee and have a proper system of doing that. You're turning everybody into network growing machines for your business. And of course, investors or advisors. And this is coming soon so people can know. But this is interesting because every founder, if they're pre-product or pre-revenue, want to raise money. Or even post-revenue, they want to raise money. And you tell them, life has changed in 2026. Your product is getting you nowhere. There is I show this to people. I hope you guys know this. There's an AI for that.com. You can go to this website. One of my favorite websites. There's an AI for.
He was not there.
But you can go to it whenever you have a chance.
Yeah, we'll do it on a road.
Thank you. There's a website. It's called There's an AI for that.com. Okay. You go to there and it has organized every AI tool on the market, or most of them. And the reason I like going to that website is because it will either scare you or excite you. Because as of today morning, on there's an AI for that.com, there's 45,383 AI companies or tools, AI tools. If you go to that website and just type in marketing, you will get thousands of AI tools made by companies for marketing. You can even go and say graphic design, you can whatever. And why this is important is because I tell founders, guys, your product is not important. There's 45,000 AI companies that are going to try to do the same thing you're going to try to do. Or your service is not important. Trust me, your product and service are not that important as you think it is. The investors want to see traction. And if you guys have ever tried to raise money or talk to investors, you'll know this is the word of the day. They're going to want to see traction. Well, what is traction? Attraction is literally, not attraction, traction. Traction is literally the number of people that know about and have interacted with your business. If you ask an investor, hey, is traction mean customers? He'll say no, because a lot of companies give products for free. Google Pay gave products for their service for free. It does not mean customers. It means the number of people that have engaged with your business. That is just another way of saying how big is your business network. Today, modern investors are even looking at Instagram followers and YouTube subscribers as a mechanism of, should I give this person money because, they have 1 million YouTube subscribers, they can sell their product. And that's why if you're like a Mr. Beast or a Logan Paul or those guys, they built the network first. They can sell any product. They can build any product. They can do whatever product. If you're Virat Kohli, you can sell any product. Tomorrow you can sell handbags. Maybe not the ideal audience, but nonetheless, you can do it because you have the network. It is so important to explain to the founder, buddy, trust me. As somebody who's raised money before, have failed at raising money before, if you don't have a distribution network, nobody's giving you money. So that is the nature. I'm so sorry, I'm like navigating my screen, but that is the nature of the problem we're trying to solve. By this point, they will have at least acknowledged what you're saying is meaningful. Hopefully, if you've done a good job, or if I've done a good job of explaining the pitch, what you've done is tie the problem that you just said to the problem that they're facing in their head. So again, remember, every founder's problem is they need more customers, they need more money. Or if they have 0 customers, they need their first customer. That's a really good point. So they need more money. So now, before you went and met them, before you called them, before you messaged them, guess what they were thinking about? I need more customers, I need more money. Now you go in there and you say, hey, the reason that you don't have enough customers, or the way you grow your customers by building your business, and we have a platform for that. We can organize it all for you. And then they'll say, look at the brilliance of this if you do it properly. What I just explained to you, you would never say, well, I'm already using Google. I'm already using Microsoft Teams. What I just said has nothing to do with that. Okay, continue using Microsoft Teams if you want. That they don't help you organize and grow your business network. They do not help you to convert leads into affiliates. They do not help you convert employees into affiliates. They do not help you convert customers into affiliates. Great, use them for whatever you want. Whatever you want, go crazy, use them. We are something else. We are on the revenue side of your business. And I will end it off. By the way, I spoke a lot of theory today. In my Figma, trust me, in tomorrow's call, I've broken down the 3 types of businesses that any founder can run. So I'll tell you that they are, and I'll explain them tomorrow. One is they're a service-based company. So when you're speaking to a service-based founder, marketing agency, lawyer, accountant, they provide a service. They don't have a physical or a digital product. They have a service. That's like 30-40% of your customers right there. I have an entire pitch as to how Garage solves the network problem for them and how Garage turns their customers into affiliates and makes money for them. I'm going to explain that tomorrow. So it's not just a theoretical pitch. It's very practical. It's actually disgustingly practical. So the first category of customer is service company. The second category of customer is a product company. Product could mean physical product, e-commerce, or digital product, like Garage is a digital, it's a software product. If your product is ready to be sold or has been sold, you fall into category number 2, you're a product company. And then the third category is you haven't launched your product yet. You want to be a product company, but you haven't launched. You're building your product, you're considering how to sell it, you're just a founder with an idea. That's
all supernova leads.
All supernova leads, and like 90% of people are in this third category. They're people that have an idea. They want to be a founder. It's like this, the joke I said to like Philip, it's actually true. I don't know if she's on the call. Betty, Philip's mom, she makes these jams and sauces. From the time I met her, she's been making these, like already selling them from the time I met her. I've worked with dozens, maybe 100 people that have built so-called technology products, including us, who have yet to launch and get customers. Meanwhile, she's launched and has some customers. She actually is one of the few people who are running a real business. So she falls into the second category. It's like e-commerce, or it's like a physical product. Or a digital product. Most supernova people, most so-called entrepreneurs.
The camera is on.
Fam, your mic is on. Turn your mic off.
Camera is on.
Array, not only your camera's on, your mic is on.
Mike.
So why I bring that up is that third group of people is very important, because it's like that every university student is in that third group. They want to start a business. Every so-called founder that hasn't sold their product is in that group. Every high-tech AI guy that has not sold their product is in that group. This is like 90% of people. I will tell you exactly how to target them and how Garage grows their business network feature by feature, product by product. So why I spent today explaining the first part is the first part, this business network theory, is common for everybody. The next part of the pitch is different based on the 3 industries that I named. So service companies, product companies, and yet to launch companies. So at this point, everybody on this call has to perfect the pitch I just made. And then based on who you're talking to, you go into the next one of the 3. So if you're talking to a service person, it's why do you need a business network? You're suffering because you don't have enough business network. We want you to do well. You want to do well. We want you to make money. We want to grow your business network with you. We built a platform to solve our problem. And so that's common for anybody. It's common if you haven't started a company, it's common if you're a service company, and it's common if you're a product company. It's common if you're selling physical products like Betty, and it's common if you're selling software products like us. Once you've made this pitch, and the only thing you have to get them thinking, and you can see when a founder is thinking, is what is my business network? Why don't I know this? And oh shit, I need to grow this in order to be able to grow my business. Too many people spend time trying to get customers, investors, and nobody really spends time getting affiliates. So we have like a complete blue ocean there. But they spend time trying to get customers, affiliates, and they don't realize customers and affiliates are downstream of your network. Nobody has ever bought your product without knowing who you are, or without knowing who your business is. Without knowing who your business is. Maybe they don't know who the founder is, but they know who the business is. Nobody will ever invest without knowing who you are, or without ever knowing what the business is. You have to bring them into your circle. You have to bring them into your business circle. And then we can go into the next thing, which is, okay, well, how do we get a stranger into my office meaning garage, convert them into either a customer, investor, or an affiliate, and then help them get me more strangers? That's going to be the basis of tomorrow's call. So if you guys have any questions about the first part, let me know. Trust me, the rest of this is not so theoretical. It gets very practical, very like in the weeds, and gets straight to the point. But at the last part of this call, once I'm done service companies of the 3 ICPs, the last part is the offer. But I hope you understand, I have not offered anything. Please don't, I never want anybody to make an offer the first time you meet someone. That's terrible. It will never work. What you need to do the first time you meet someone is include them into the Garage business network, because you guys are part of Garage. If you were a part of your own company, you include them into your business network. Garage is the system that does that. It's always like this. What is the problem that we're solving for you? That's what we defined today. Second is, how are we going to solve that problem? That's tomorrow, ICPs. And then the last thing is, how much are we going to charge, and how do you work with us? Like, what's the offer? So,
Swarup, in today's discussion, can you make it in can you make this pitch into a PDF, like a script?
what I said today?
Yeah, what you said
Yeah,
today.
sure. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Okay, which we can share with everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anybody have any questions about the business network and how it relates to a person and why it's important? No, it's obvious why it's important to them, but yeah.
Just 1 second. Anita, most
Yes.
time nobody is going to respond to this question. Does anybody have any questions? But I'm pretty sure every single
Yes.
person will have a question, for which I want to group some kind of a system to be created where they can actually put their questions on chat or whatever it is, so that it can be answered. So that there can be marketing guys who will have doubts, there can be accounting, legal, whichever department it is. Because by default, every staff is going to work with the founders to push Garage into the market, speak to people about Garage. That's why we're doing this exercise. We're going to make sure that
Yes.
every single person is networking with at least 10 people every week on LinkedIn to understand how, to push the word out. So I want people to ask questions. I want them to know that this is something family. So any kind of a system where their doubts can be addressed, I would like you to make sure that system is created. Okay.
Sure, Philip. Yeah.
But anyway, if anybody has any questions right now to ask Swarupan, please ask.
Or write them down for tomorrow at 12, same time, same call. We'll be going through it. So you can ask tomorrow as well.
Tomorrow, Swarupan, when you start, I'd like you to do like a 10-minute recap of today's discussion, and then possible move forward with the next one.
Yes. So I just want to be clear there. Yeah, great point, Philip. Let me explain this. If you don't memorize what I'm going to say tomorrow, that's fine. Because what I'm going to say tomorrow is all tactics. It's all like, oh, if you're a service company, this is how you use feed to be able to go. It's all tactics. Tactics can be explained in a video. Trust me, tactics can be explained in a video. It can be explained by the website. It can be explained by like anybody. You must memorize what I explained today. You do not need to memorize the tactics. You do not even need to memorize the offer, what is going to come last. The most important thing is you must understand why, and before we understand what the solution is, what is the problem? The problem is business owners, founders. It does not matter if you're a restaurant owner or if you're running Microsoft, you are suffering because you don't have a big enough business network. And what is the difference between Microsoft and a restaurant? Is the size of Microsoft's network is massive. And that we need to, our goal is to get every founder empowered to grow their business network and achieve success. If you position it like this, nobody can object. They don't have a real objection. If somebody objects to what I'm saying, that basically means they believe they don't need more customers, or they're happy with how much money they made last month, or they don't want their business to grow. Nobody will object to that. So today's call is the most important call. You don't need to memorize what I'm going to say tomorrow and the day after. Those are all tactics. Those are all offers. You'll learn that. That's easy. Today, you must embody what I said today. So just as a plug and also thing, I'm going out of my way to say this message a million times in a different way. So on my YouTube channel, on my LinkedIn, and on my Twitter, please follow me. And I break down every network in human history. Every network, I'm doing a deep dive and explaining why things succeeded. Because people don't understand. They think you need money to succeed, or they think you need some skills to succeed. You need a network to succeed. And I'm going to explain this. So, and you can share and post what I say, because anything I say, I'm not going to ever say, hey, garage is 6,000 rupees, buy here. That's going to happen. I'm going to say, why are you suffering? Why are you, what is it that's missing? I'll tell you what's missing. It's more people that know about your business. So please, you can read, yeah.
When you speak to the team,
Yeah.
my only request is they need to know the pricing system. They need to know the tactics. That means what all features are there. That is when because we all have to be on the same page of what is being built. I mean, yes, the sales is, we are going to explain the problem statement like you have mentioned, okay, which every founder is going through. But since you're doing this exercise with our own internal team, just make sure that our internal team is fully aware of the technological capability of our product also.
Yeah.
This is there, that is there, back office apps, everything, like what all can be done in Garage.
Sure,
Because
but
you never know how the conversation will come for them when they are speaking to somebody in the future.
Yeah.
So it is important for the team to know the technological vastness and capability of the product itself. So when you're covering tactics, just make sure that you're able to show every single feature which is there for a business owner / founder in the product. So
yeah, whatever I share in terms of technology, I'll share it with you guys because of what Philip just said and like the fact that you should know. But I assure you, you don't need to share it with your customers unless they ask. It's just, you don't need
more like an information.
You can be smart to be able to know everything, but you trust. The biggest mistake is don't overwhelm people with solutions to problems they don't have. First, get it through their head that they have a real. I agree. I'll go through. So what I said to you today, you can verbatim say to a customer, but what I'm going to say to you tomorrow, you cannot verbatim say to a customer because it's going to be a lot of internal software. This is how this works. This is how that works. This is how what you do, service provider, this, blah, blah, blah. You please don't ever regurgitate that stuff to a customer. It's so boring and it's only interesting upon question. Like when you ask question. But what I said today, and maybe the offer at the end, is the things that people care about. But yeah, we'll go through all that stuff. No problem. I just don't like, if you're skilled, you can regurgitate what I just said today in 2 minutes. And if you say those 2 minutes to 10,000 people, you'll be rich.
No, guys, I think so what you all need to understand is the most successful companies were able to bring about a mind shift in people.
Yes.
And that maybe took time, maybe but eventually it had a quick effect. And once you guys know the pricing, once you guys know what all we are doing from a sales and marketing perspective, which will also be covered, I think so you all will know the scale at which this will grow to. So it'll be covered over the next few days.
Cool. All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow, 12 p.m. again, guys. Anita, just make sure that everybody's joining the call.
Sure, and I will also drop all the recordings there in the organizational cabinet. I will create a separate for Garage app and I will drop it there. And Sharupan, whatever the script Philip is asking for, you can drop it there.
Sure.
So that it will be available for everyone.
Sure.
Sakshi, I will
Yes.
need them to communicate to the entire team how they will start getting updates on the product, which will be through our feed system. That needs to be communicated to the entire team. And Anita, one more exercise
Hello?
for a 30-day period. All other tools which the team is using outside of Garage, just to
Yes,
understand
yes.
why that is happening. What is it that we don't have? Things like that. Okay, just keep that in mind
Sure.
as well.
Yes, yes, please.
Anything else?
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Cool.
Another doubt. So since I will start updating all the new features via the feed system, can you let me know if I need to create an account in Revenue Network?
No, you already have an
my-
account. You just log in with
Okay.
whatever you're logging in and just post.
Okay.
That's the beauty of it. Don't stress too much. Post whatever. Just post. Just post.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Cool.
So actually do a 2-minute call with me for this. I'll tell you. Okay.
Yeah.
You will need some help of designer, marketing team, but I'll tell you how this needs to happen. I mean, Kritika, it's important that actually, Anita, I want to call tomorrow with Kritika, Surubi, and Anjali. Sharupan, I would like you to be ready on the ICPs. I know you have 3 ICPs, but if you can just create certain sub-classifications for them. What our ads need to speak, because they need to come out with at least 25 to 30 different ads. I want to be running 30 different ads at the same time.
Yeah.
So what are
I think that, I mean, we want to do a call for this, but I can explain it quite simply. You take one message and then you divide the ads by target audience. This is what school does, and I'll show you the school ads tomorrow. But basically, the school is: are you a fill in the blank? So, like, are you a Hindi teacher? Grow your school on school or whatever. I don't know. There's some one liner like that. So, and then they'll just replace Hindi teacher with 1 million ICPs. So, are you a personal trainer? Are you a diet coach? Like that. And
I'll just show it to them tomorrow. Kay, I want the designer who's going to be working on this also on the call, and preferably somebody who has the skill set of making videos, because out of the 30, 20 will be videos and 10 will be static.
Yeah, all right. I think Suresh can also be on that call in case there's any input need to be doing. Let Anita let me know what time is Philip saying. You just discuss.
Definitely Suresh on the call. And Suresh, if are you there? I mean, I don't know. Is he here? I can't.
For me, the names are not coming in half.
Connecting. Yeah, it is showing is connecting.
It's showing connecting, but he was there.
Maybe he is.
Yeah, yes, was.
I want him to start the SEO exercise for the websites. Tomorrow, Sharupan will tell the websites which needs SEO. He has to get that started. Okay? Okay, you understood?
Yeah, I said okay.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry I didn't hear. Okay,
No
cool.
problem.
Yeah.
Anita, you let me know. We'll just chat to what time he says, so then I can tell the team accordingly, please.
Sure. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Okay.